Yes, sir. We're back with another one. We back, folks. Man, where's Steve, man? We took a vacation. He still ain't come back yet.
No, man, I'm back, man. This camera acting
Yeah.
stupid today, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, but it's time for some new equipment. You know what I'm saying? I just told the wife that I need some new equipment down here in this thing. So this be my last week having
There you go.
issues. Had to go complain to the boss. I can't work like this. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's all you got to do, man. It's just get the wife on board. You drop a little seed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then a couple days you water it. And then with no responsibility, like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward this thing.
Yes, sir. You already know. I'm already plotting on the laptop
now. But man, we back. How was your week, man?
Oh man, it's been awesome, bro. I ain't had no issues. I learned I ain't got to go in the office but 3 days a week. So I'm awesome. I'm happy. I'm blessed. Yeah, man, I'm good. Man. We did. Oh man, we had a blast, man. It rained a lot down in Destin. I can't lie about that part. The rain was definitely
Florida.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, we had the best Uno tournament and the best Uno games as a family, like ever. Like from the little, and this now the little one can play too, and like she know, like she in it. Oh man, she decided to sit by me for the first time. Oh boy, you already know how that went down. So man, that was it was fun, dog. We had a great time. We didn't get the beach as much as we would like because of the rain, but the kids they stayed in the pool. So you know what I mean, they had a good time, man. You know, looking forward to Mexico next, man. Mexico in October, me and the wife.
Oh man, jet setters. Jet like Steveo for real, huh?
No, man, it's a wedding. We're going to a wedding, man. We're just blessed to be a part of someone's union. And it's a rich person wedding though, bro. I ain't never been to a wedding. I got married in Jamaica on the island, right? But we're going to a resort. We're going to a resort.
Wait. You're just not about to pass up like you that ain't like that's normal, like that's just a chapel around the corner.
I mean, compared to what I'm about to hear, bro, it seems like it. But we're going. So there's going to be a ferry that goes to like 3 different resorts to pick everybody up, and then take us to the island for the wedding. So the wedding is on its own island in Mexico. Yeah, that's Pablo Escobar money or something. But hey, I'm looking forward to it, man. Look, I'm already getting my outfits together. You know what I'm saying? I got to be fly when I go out here to Mexico for the first time. And I've never been to Mexico, no parts of Mexico. So looking forward to it, man. How was Jay-Z, man? You got to meet Jay-Z, didn't you?
Nah, man. We went to Brooklyn, New York City for the wife's birthday. And yeah, man. So I didn't even know the Book of Hov was happening. We were just there, and my wife saw it on the timeline. She was like, "Oh, look at this." And I was like, "Yo, we're going tomorrow." Like the first day was like all the celeb, like Jay-Z, Beyonce, all them. So we went the next day. And,
okay.
Yeah, man, that joint was dope, man. I was not expecting to be able to go to a Jay-Z art exhibit, but they had his everything from the beginning, his beginning to stuff that just happened. They had the stuff from the Super Bowl when he was there. They had clothes that he wore from iconic performances. They had hit some Grammys, some awards. They had the Masters, like the data joint. Yep. They had the Masters for like Renegade, Hovey, Baby, like some of the classics. Man, like article clippings, the bottles of Ace of Spades, pictures.
Oh, that's
like everything. They had statues. The joint from what's the joint? The OJ. I'm not black. I'm OJ. The little.
I got
the little. They had that joint there. They had this cool, dope joint where he's throwing up the rock. There's like crystals coming out of his hands, like his actual hand.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Jay-Z, New York. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, it was dope. Got to see went to the Drake concert.
Drake
puts on. Drake, right? Drake puts on a hell of a performance, man. I can't.
Did he call your girl up on stage? Quick question. So recently, I know this is a little bit off topic, but Jay-Z, Jody Breeze was on the 85 South show, right? And he on there talking about his girl and Usher. And he said that his girl would not go if Usher came and started singing to her and grabbed her hand. I'm sitting here saying, your girl is going. There's nothing you can do to
Yeah,
stop her either. You know, unless you're gonna physically like pull her back down. What is your opinion
exactly.
on your girl going? You go see Usher, you take the wife with you, and he coming towards your lady. What do you do?
I mean, I guess get the phone up, man. Like I could care less. Like you got to put things in
Right?
perspective, right?
Thank you.
Usher, first of all, got a whole wife, right? Whole wife,
Do we?
entertainer. Yeah, wife, longtime girlfriend, one or the other. But he's brought her on the stage multiple times doing his Vegas thing. One, two. We in the middle of a concert hall. It ain't like he pulled her in like in the club in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like in the middle of a concert. So he ain't about to do nothing too crazy or crazy period. And then like he does it with he does it every show. So my girl ain't special. She just was in the walkway of where he stops. He stops in the same point at every show. So now I want to be mad. Now I get why the dude may have been mad as far as like the Kiki thing, hanging on top of
That's
him
where
and
it
stuff
came
like
from.
that.
That's where it came from. That's where it
Yeah,
stimulates from. If anybody didn't know, Kiki Palmer was at the Usher show. Kiki Palmer and Usher, he was serenading. You know, he sings to the ladies, he brings them up on stage. Well, I guess Kiki Palmer's uh I guess boyfriend or the baby father. I'm not sure if they were in a relationship or not. Not really. I had never heard of bro before this whole
I don't know.
situation before anything started. Anyways, but he came out and man, he said he had a big problem about it. And you're a mother, and you know you shouldn't be out there like that and doing that. And I'm just like, bro, I
Oh
like the
wow,
fact that dudes look at my wife or like my wife. Like I wouldn't want a wife that don't nobody else want. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So is it not
right,
like a compliment that you know what I
right.
mean?
And plus she an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like if you know Kiki Palmer, she extra as hell. Like that's just her whole persona. She an entertainer. She ain't do nothing outside that, you know what I'm saying, would cause anything. Like when we went to New York, every time me and my wife walking around, dudes was in her face, women was in her face. Like it's just I don't it's like when you got an attractive partner,
Right.
you know
Ain't
what
that the
come with
goal?
smoke.
Ain't that
Yeah,
the
it's
goal,
like
dude?
you know what smoke come when your girl look good. I mean, it's a difference between like somebody being disrespectful,
Of course.
but I don't think Usher was being disrespectful. Like he
Well, he
was
wasn't
uncomfortable.
there, but he wasn't there with her, with he? Was he?
Even still,
True, true, true. I
even
think a
still,
lot of
I
people.
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have cared if my woman was in Kiki position with the outfit. Then I wouldn't have.
Oh, boy.
I would. I wouldn't have cared at all.
The little one said he ain't having it this morning, bro. You
He don't
good,
want
bro. You
none.
good.
He
You
don't want
straight.
none.
But no, I agree,
Yeah.
man. You can't be sensitive, man. I would use another word, but the big boss said we got to clean it up. Can't really do too much cursing and big and bad word because we going live in 117
Yeah, man.
different
But yeah,
markets
man.
now. But
If
yes,
Drake would have,
oof,
but I had to think. We was going to a concert, and no, to where we went to a concert, and the dude like he serenades a young lady on stage and all that. And at first, I was like, I could care less. But then as the concert, like the date started approaching, he started getting like real like handsy. Like every week it just got worse and worse. Like first you were walking around, you know what I'm saying, stand, you know what I'm saying, hug, cool. Then like the next week he was like rubbing on a thing here. Then the next week he was like opening legs and all that. I was like, nah.
hell no, hell no.
I
We
was like,
fight
nah.
now.
He was like, I can't. I was like,
No.
nah. I said he a little too much.
Nah, I agree, bro. Now, like I said, as long as it's not disrespectful, I'm okay. I'm cool. It's at a show. It's in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that guy that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't even trip, period. You know what I mean? Again, what can you really do in front of all these people in here? Not really tripping. But, you know, I guess Kiki Palmer's the father of her child, he had an issue. And then they say the outfit. So I had a woman tell me the outfit was the issue because it was just showing a little bit too much behind. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm not really one of those guys that be like, oh, why you got this on? Oh, you can't wear this. Oh, this too tight. Oh, this. Like, bro, you wear what you want to wear. Because I don't want nobody telling me what to wear and not wear and what to do and not do. So I'm not one of the type of person that's trying to set those rules.
They want the outfit because Gabrielle Union and Taraji P. Henson was just on the red carpet. But
when Sierra wearing something like that,
the whole thing be out. Rihanna, like it's been women for the longest that's worn stuff like that nobody cares about. It's just that this guy, he was already, they was probably already into something or probably already arguing, and then he, you know what I'm saying, took it to social media because that's what it sounds like. Sounds like she went out with her friends. He was in his feelings already, and then that happened.
You're a mother.
No, like that was terrible. That was a terrible thing. So yeah, you know, women was going nuts with that. You're a mother thing, posting everything with hashtag You're a mother. I know my wife did. So
yeah. Oh yeah, they were posting that junk crazily, man. But it just shows you, man, like you gotta let people be people, bro. I mean, you can't think because you're dating somebody or even just because you have a baby with someone that you're gonna try to control them, especially not her, bro. Like we didn't even know who you were. Nobody knew. I didn't know. I still don't know. I still don't know who he is.
Like I've been told, that's the little brother. You know, Insecure.
Yep, I know.
The tall dude, Insecure Dro. That's his little brother.
I got you. Oh, okay. They ain't even him. It's your little brother.
But when he the brokest man in that house. He in Kiki house. Kiki make all the money. Kiki and that baby rich, and then he's just connected to them. Hey man, that's a slice of humble pie, boys. You gotta. You got to take, man. You got to take.
I mean, but yeah, man. Like that.
Yeah, but New York was cool, man. I can't wait to go back. Got to do the tourist thing. Got to partake in festivities of New York City.
Of course. Then what about the train, that subway? Y'all got on that subway heavy, or you ain't really?
I got on the subway one time, just heading to Times Square from the dispensary, and yeah, man, she ain't a fan of subways, boy. She won't feeling it.
It ain't fair, everybody. It ain't fair,
yeah. And plus, I don't know how to get it. So when I would go to New York, I would be in the Bronx, you know, around. I know how to get around like the Bronx into places. I don't know how to get around Brooklyn and Queens and all.
I got you.
So I just hopped in Uber, man, and I Ubered that thing. But it was dope. It was a good trip, man. A good vacation. But we back, man, with the sports. So
yes, sir.
What was it? SEC Media Day this past weekend?
Yeah, man. SEC Media Day, you know, all eyes on the SEC, man. All eyes on
like usual. Per the usual.
The best conference in college football, of course. So yeah, we had a lot of interesting takes, man. I know that to me the one that kind of stood out was the of course Kirby correcting, you know, the reporter when he said the Florida-Georgia game. Kirby said, "Hold up, you mean the Georgia-Florida game? Like we don't won the last two straight. Yeah, you got to give it to us at this point." But that was kind of cool, you know, to have Kirby going back and forth, to hear him talk about what's his biggest fear, and he's like complacency. Like we can't get complacent. Like guys can't think that they're supposed to have this stuff, supposed to come to you without working. So that's good to hear him echoing those words, and trying to keep the guys focused. Then you got your boy out there at Tennessee, saying that we know who the real UT is and the perfect shade of orange and what it's supposed to be. So he's taking those shuttle shots already. Taking shots already at Texas, and Texas ain't even got over here yet. So, I mean, it just make it interesting, right? Texas and Texas and Tennessee, man. It's gonna be orange. Them games gonna be crazy, bro.
Too much puke orange. Yeah, man. I think the Kirby thing was funny. And then of course they did it with Billy, and Billy was like Florida, Georgia. So I like that thing. I think Billy really gets the rivalry. Like
you gotta get a W first, though, Billy. You gotta get your dub first. Look, you gotta get your dub.
Year one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We work.
It just don't look good for the next 3-4 years for Billy. It just don't look.
I
promise
don't
you.
care what it look like. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play the game. Uh, but yeah, man, I think SEC Media Day for Florida was really good. We had who we have Marshall, Ricky, and Kingsley. Uh, Kingsley made a lot of headlines saying that he's ready for Florida State. I don't know why that's a big headline saying that's our in-state rival for real. Uh, but yeah, man, it was a good day. Just telling people that we hype for the season and what I'm saying, that we are getting ready to shock the world and all that good jazz. So it's nothing
Let me
in
say this
particular.
too real quick, bro. 'Cause I got my homeboy part Florida State fan. He said, "Boy, you on here misrepresent." He said, "Boy, you on here misrepresenting Florida State. Everything you say about Florida State is off." So I just want to throw that out there, and just before we get
What am I saying?
accused by the Florida State Seminole Nation of being Seminole
What?
bashers, I just want to make sure
Yeah.
that KB's thoughts and
This shit
feelings
is
for
crazy.
Florida State and Miami are not the views of Toe Sports of those institutions. He has his
I
own,
mean,
just like I have my own separate opinion of the New Orleans Saints and the Georgia Tech. I get it. It is what it is. But I just
at
had to
the
say
end
that
of the
now, Florida
day,
State they in their feelings and they say they coming on the show to correct.
they
So
should be in their feelings. You know why? Because they finally had a winning record in the last 4 or 5 years. So they excited. They won 10,
the
11,
Kings of
10
Florida. They say
games.
they're the Kings of Florida, man. What you want me to say?
Y'all had a good season last year. But don't disrespect because we've beat y'all the last 2, 3 times out of 4. So we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about a 7-point win that when we spotted y'all 17. So we ain't worried
Ooh.
about that. What I'm saying? Y'all just make sure that all Travis do is just throw it up to that big boy and we lock him down. So we ain't worried about that. Florida State has a very good offense, especially running the game, running the ball. So I'm looking forward to see what they do, to see if it was a 1-year wonder or if they for real. The recruits don't believe it because they're not picking them. Um,
Ooh.
that ain't my fault.
Ooh.
That ain't my fault. So I get why they upset. We won
Does
six
Mike have a
games.
hard time if it's not from the portal? Or is it just me?
Yes, he can't recruit, bro. Like Florida State kind of recruits us up. Like it's one of those things, those logos that kids grow up being like the Peter Ward, the Prime, like they're enamored with Florida State, especially the Panhandle boys, like guys from the area. So you're going to get kids that have connections that are great players that have connections to Florida State legends that go there. So they'll usually bring a couple 5 stars and stuff like that, but they still finish 15, 12. Like that's where they live. They don't live in the top 10. I can't remember the last time they had a top 10 class. But
It's probably been a minute, bro.
right. And so that on top of Norvell's coaching has been trash. I give it to Atkins. If he left, they going right back. So I just think Mike is Willie Taggart with an extra year. Yeah,
Well,
and
do you blame? Well, now he said COVID. Now I was told, in my opinion, COVID was one of the things that held them back to getting to the prominence early because Mike Novell had COVID
did
hit the
did
year after he came. That
did,
what I'm
did y'all deal with COVID in Georgia?
We all dealt with COVID. I thought.
We dealt with COVID too, and we played an all SEC conference and won 10, 11 games. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. I think Florida
Oh,
State. Go ahead.
unless you're going with the Ohio State thing, like win 3 games, make it to the conference playoffs.
That
The
was wild.
CFP.
Right?
Very wild. Very wild. But from Florida State, man, I'm happy that I won 10 games last year, but I'm upset because it's off season. It's looking bad. It's looking bad. I get it.
I mean, it's still early. That's what they still. That's what they say. Still early. Still early. Still early.
Yeah, you're right. We
Still
just
early.
flip one day, guys. We ain't worried about it. But yeah, man. Oh, Lane, did you see Lane Kiffin?
No, what Lane done did now? Lane, I'm
That
tired of Lane. I'm
man
about
looked
sick of Lane, actually.
crazy.
For
Lane
real?
Kiffin looked like he got drunk before, during, and after on some Boone's Farm, like Andre. Like my man looked rough in there, bro. He looked like I am tired of this shit. Like he looked like He was tired, bro. It was. I was looking at Lane like, man, what's going on with my man? He looks nuts. He looks nuts. He looks nuts.
I'm pretty
So
sure,
prayers
man.
out to Lane Kiffin.
Lane, Lane done had a rough coaching career. And like, if you think back through some of the teams he's had to be through and some of the organizations, and when he thought he had a good role out there at USC, you thought you had a good role out there in Tennessee. And you know, it just they all end in similar fashions. Like it's a flame out, burnout type case. It's never a amicable split type situation. Like Lane always getting fired. Lane ain't never went nowhere and then left for a better job. Which one he quit? Because all of I think he got fired from all of it. But he always get a job. Don't get me wrong.
He quit Tennessee.
Oh, okay, he did quit.
He quit
USC left him in the tarmac. No, they left his ass on the tarmac.
No, he got fired. He quit. Usually he quits, like he'll quit, or like you say, he'll get fired and then go to the next place to be an OC, and you know, he's a great play caller.
I think he'll be awesome OC, but he just got to get out of his own way. I mean, you can be an OC, but you got to still stay within somebody's parameters. Like at Alabama, man, he had all. Well, I think anybody can be a good OC at Alabama. Hell, they got all the top players. You got the best offensive line. You got the best running backs. I mean, it ain't too hard to call some X's and O's. I probably could get my Madden goddamn playbook and run some plays out of there for real. But yeah, USC.
I mean, he had them weapons that Billy was getting him at Bama.
Who was getting?
Billy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, Billy was recruiting my receivers, man. But yeah. So SEC me today. I don't know when the other conferences. I think Big 12 just had theirs.
Yeah, I know Pac-12 had theirs because Deion said he wasn't gonna make it.
Pac-12,
Deion is having surgery again? 2 more surgeries, one for blood clots in the right, and then they're actually gonna be able to fix his toes on the left. Like, dang, bro, for Deion to be one of the fastest athletes ever, one of the best cornerbacks ever, he got some of the worst feet I've seen in my life.
That'll do it. That's why he retired. Turf toe, man. That's what made him stop.
Oh, that's what made him stop, huh? He did.
Turf toe. And I think that's where that whole thing. That's crazy. It's crazy how that happened.
I wonder what is because of Nike shoes. Like, what caused the issue?
I don't know what if it was the shoes, but they bringing them back. So
I did see that. Speaking of shoes, they are bringing them back and them little flat. If I do get to play this flag football this season, oh yeah, I'm definitely trying to find me some of them prime time cleats, bro, boy. And I need the white ones like Shador had in that video.
Right.
And they look good at Colorado. I ain't gonna lie, they do look good. Now, whether or not they're gonna be able to win, I don't know.
Exactly. So what's next, man? We got next on this thing, man.
We got the preseasons the All-Americans that came out, you know.
All-Americans. So I don't remember who was that preseason All-Americans. I know I saw a preseason SEC, all SEC guys.
Well, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. I think I meant all SEC. I said All-American, my bad.
Yeah, the preseason SEC. Yeah, they do. For sure. But yeah, man, of course, Georgia has a lot of guys on there. On offense, like it's a good spread. It's a good, I guess.
Ain't no Bama players.
Is it not?
Would you show me one? You got the list. You had the list up. I got the list right here in front of me. You show me a Bama player. I'm looking at the list, and I'm telling you now, I don't see too many Bama players showing up on it. I'm telling you, man, Bama on the decline. I really think that this will be Saban's like last year, and if he wins the championship, that'll be probably like the best going out or hoorah that you could have for a coach. And he old, and he know his teams after this one aren't going to be that good. Like his recruiting classes after this one weren't really that good, bro. They're counting on Caleb Downs, that safety that they drafted, the number one player in the country. They really counting on safety to come in and save their program. I don't know how that's supposed to happen. He does not play offense at all. He don't touch the ball on
He
offense.
no Caleb Downs. He can. He plays returner
Oh, okay.
sometimes, but
Okay, now
like you said,
return
he's
man
not
I
a.
can see, but he ain't no program saver. And that's what they're looking at this kid as, brother. Alabama really is looking to this kid to come in here and rejuvenate their fan base and rejuvenate. And it's crazy because they're an 11-win team every year. And for us to be sitting here saying they got to rejuvenate their fan base is like ridiculous.
Because last year they was looking like an 8-9 win team, kind of
Yeah.
eight. Texas slipped away with one. Um, they lost. Then they lose to A&M. It's like I've never seen a Bama team without a quarterback. That quarterback and that defense usually is world class, and I
Yeah.
think that's the especially with them not having Will Anderson next year. Will Anderson made a lot of things right for that defense.
Yeah.
I I don't know if a freshman safety is going to come in and what I'm saying, do
See it.
what they want him to do, and because who's going to throw the ball? Like they got five quarterbacks. They got
Yeah.
no four. They got four like main quarterbacks that they don't even know who's going to start. They got the transfer from Notre Dame, Milrow. Then they got the two other got like a freshman and another guy. I've never seen Bama look like this, man. And they'll finish with a top 10 class most likely. They jumped up in the rankings, but like you said, Saban is on the hot seat. Unlike a Billy or a Mario, it's not a get fired thing, but is this the end of an era? And it's starting to look like it. It's starting to look like it. So we're gonna see, man. I don't know that Bama. I don't see that Bama wins 10 games this year. I don't know.
10. I can see him winning 10. Can you hear me? I can see him winning
Mhm.
10. But I'd probably see him like a New Year's Six type bowl. I don't know if they'll come out of the West. LSU's supposed to be pretty good this year, and then you got Texas A&M, who theoretically should be the best team in college football after the recruiting class that they've had. But
They should be, but unfortunately, it don't work out that way.
here we are. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Whew.
I definitely look forward to this season. SEC football, all the matchups. You guys get to kick the season off out there in Utah. You better go out there and represent. Go out there,
Dub,
make the SEC
dub.
look crazy. Go out there and make the
We're gonna
SEC
go out
look
there.
wild.
We're gonna go out there and win
Do
by
it.
10.
Hey man, you got to have a double-digit win. You got to go make the statement. You guys get to go set the tone. And Greg Sankey already said he don't want no BS out of these out of conference games. So that means he
Don't worry.
expects to win, my boy. But yeah, Utah versus Florida, man. I think we're about 45 days away at this point. I think it's about last time I checked, about 45 or 43, something like that. But
Yeah, man. We're gonna go ahead and handle business on that JV night where they got us playing on like a Wednesday, Thursday, something nuts.
I think
Uh,
it's Thursday night game.
I just don't get it. Why they want to play games on those days. But to each his own, man. You know what I'm saying? You schedule us, we're gonna come out and knock you in the mouth, man. Now it's funny in the SEC media day, Billy said they asked him something about his team. He said, yeah, we got, guys like Caleb Banks and I forgot my guy from Memphis. He said, we got players that are gonna play this year that are pretty good. He said, now I don't expect y'all to know as much as I do. And he had like a little smirk, like y'all don't know what we got.
Billy like he sell used cars. So I
And
understand you done sold.
he got the best one on the coast, the best one on the coast, driving off in the Maybach. I don't care what he
He done
looks
sold
like.
you. He done sold you on that shade tree
I was
mechanic
sold.
smile.
I was
You
sold
sitting out,
last. I
yeah,
was
he
sold
was
last year.
looking. Yeah, it's just the alternator. He don't know nothing about no car.
Hey, I was sold last year, man. We just didn't have some of the guys to run what we needed, but we
We
good
gonna
this year.
see. Okay, so what's your What you saying? You Georgia, Florida, you gonna win? That what you saying?
I mean, look, they got to line it up. I'll see if we got a shot. I'll see how we looking.
I mean, you got a shot because you got to play the game. But I'm just saying, by the third quarter, you still gonna be watching the game, or you gonna be texting me, bro? I ain't watching this no more. I'm
I'm
just asking.
I'm gonna be watching it. Come on, man. We shocked the world this year, baby.
You gonna
Shock
shock
the
the world
world.
and lose to damn Utah? That's what you're gonna do.
That ain't a shock. That wouldn't shock the world.
It will shock.
Shocking
Yeah.
the world would be the shocking the world would be Florida and Georgia both undefeated meeting in Jacksonville. That's shocking the world.
Yeah, cause Kentucky got something for y'all at.
Yeah, all right. We got something for them too. Them in Tennessee. I can't wait. I can't
You
wait.
think you'll beat the Volunteers too? Come on now, KB.
Bro, we barely lost to them last year with a high-powered
on.
offense. Barely.
You really think you're gonna beat Tennessee this year?
Joe Milton is not a better quarterback than Hooker. He can just throw far.
I ain't seen enough to make that assessment. I can't say.
I have. Hendon Hooker was a better quarterback as far as accuracy and stuff. Joe Milton can just.
You
throw
might
it
be
real far.
hating. I don't know, KB. You might be hating. I don't know about that.
Look, you know, I keep it real, man. You know, I keep it real.
We'll see.
So talking about let's see. Let's talk about this right here, man. I saw this and thought this was funny. NFL running backs. Why don't we get paid? And they blame Ty Gurley, Zeke, and Le'Veon Bell. What is going on? Like,
hey, but that is true though. Think about the last three running backs that got paid. That's them guys there. Ty Gurley no longer in the league. Zeke no longer in the, well, he ain't got no team right now. What did it say, Zeke? Did that say Zeke?
Yeah, Zeke and Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, see, Le'Veon Bell, he started this whole sit-out culture.
Yeah. So
and never make
know,
that
man.
kind of money.
So
our running back
Dalvin Cook is out. Well, I mean, the news just came out that he supposedly beat up on his wife or his girl. So that might
and
be
then offer her
wrinkle.
$800,000. Boy, that ain't even enough. You ain't even halfway the number that we need, and you 800,000, bro.
But like I saw in the chat, somebody said, sign a contract. Somebody got run for 3,000 miles.
That's what I said.
Josh Jacobs, the number one running back last year, and they're trying to pay him $10 million a year.
Nope. You're gonna have to run for 3,000 yards for them to give you the money you looking for. And then let's think about this. Who has the most injuries? You pay guys like McCaffrey, you pay a Gurley, you pay any big time running back, Saquon Barkley. You pay these guys, draft these guys, and then they're hurt. Zeke, you can't get the money back from your investment. So do I understand what the running backs are saying and where they're coming from? 100%. You guys got to block, you got to catch, and you got to run it. You're doing more than anybody else on the field. No one else on the field is doing all three of those jobs. Maybe the tight ends ain't taking no handoff, so they can't even say that. So I just say all that to be said that it seems like the running backs are being devalued because each of their positions or everything that they do or skill set wise can be done by another player. But you don't have anybody who can put all of it together in one package. Maybe Deebo Samuels might be your only one. Deebo Samuels probably the only person you can line up anywhere and legitimately say he's good.
And the thing is, like, you have guys who, like, for every Zeke, there's a Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can pay Zeke 50 mil, but Tony Pollard is just as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you don't pay Josh Jacobs and Zamir White comes in and goes nuts, like, and that's the thing. Like, you have guys that are unknown, like a Pacheco, that come in and take the world by storm, and they pick him up 5th, 6th round or undrafted. You get a Damian Pierce 4th, 5th round, and he makes be your starting running back. So it's hard to value these running backs when it really depends on your O-line play. We ain't saying no Barry Sanders out there. You know what I'm saying? That make the O-line right every time.
Yeah, true.
So It's a terrible situation, man. I hate it for the running backs, but I understand it from ownership.
Yeah, me too. I guess I look at it that way. Like you hate for it to happen to him, but totally get why it's happening.
Facts, facts. Um, let's talk about somebody overpaid. Dak Prescott, dog. Tell the people what Dak said, my man. Tell the people.
Dak said I had the graphic, bro, but I couldn't pull it back up for some reason. But Dak said this year that I guess last year was an anomaly in that he doesn't really have that many turnovers over his career. So they asked Dak would 10 be a number he'd be safe at putting money on, or over under 10 interceptions. So I asked you, bro, before we got on the line off thing, before we got on live and off the record, I asked you, take it or leave it, Dak Prescott throws 10 or less interceptions this year.
It's time for Take It or Leave It with KB and Steveo.
Are you not entertained?
I think he does throw more than 10 interceptions.
Yeah, he said he throwing 10 picks in the first 4 games. God, wow.
Yeah, because this is going to be, I think, no, I'm not going to say the first year, but it's clear cut that this is going to be a passing team. Like they've made their decision. Last year was like, he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? That was last year, right? The backup quarterback won all the games, and so this is a passing team. They've invested in the wide receivers. They've let Zeke go. Yeah, man, your O-line hasn't gotten better to control the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, man, I think he's going to throw more picks because he's just going to throw the ball more often.
I definitely can see that, especially like you said, without Zeke, Tony Pollard not being all the way probably 100% right, you're going to have to lean on your $45 million quarterback. I mean, that's why you pay him $45 million, right? So, yeah, I'm going to go with leave it, man. I'm going to have to leave it. I don't think Dak can hold those interceptions under 10 unless he gets hurt with like amazing injury and then he's out. But I'm going to give Dak I'm probably with Kels. I probably give him 10 interceptions within the first 5 or 6 games, to be honest with you. Especially if they're down and not playing with the lead. Oh, he going to give you it.
Yeah. But I think the defense is going to be good. Like usual, with Dan Quinn usually had them boys right, and I think they'll do straight. But I just don't. I don't see Dak. Dak's not that guy, man. I'm not even gonna call him Kirk Cousins because I don't think he's as good as Kirk Cousins, honestly.
Ooh, he making money. He making more money than Kirk.
Of course, yeah, he makes more money because the optics. Because Kirk Cousins comes up when you look at Kirk Cousins, you're like, oh, he's just a fringe guy. He can easily be replaced. His numbers,
great,
top 7, top 6. Ooh. Like his numbers is up there. He just don't win the playoff. He don't win the big playoff game. That's his thing, and that's why maybe get the Dak him thing. But I would take Kirk Cousins over Dak.
I got you. Yeah, I'm probably going. I actually like Dak. I like the way Dak moves. I love the mobility. Like he's not fully mobile, but if he has to run for 7-8 yards, he can. I think the jury's kind of for me still out when it comes to whether or not he can actually win in the current situation as constructed. Because we never seen him win without Zeke in the running game. And is Tony Pollard going to be able to provide you more than Zeke? We don't even know yet. So
right.
I think it's going to be. It's still early. Jury's still early. It's going to be tough. Dak probably has maybe 1 or 2 more. Yeah, he probably got 1 or 2 more seasons, and then that's probably going to be it. They probably give up on that project. But they've reconstructed his deal now, though, so can't really say that either.
Yeah, they're starting to dig that hole that these franchises do. They start digging it. But what else we talking about today, man? Madden.
Madden ratings. Yes, sir. Madden ratings.
Madden ratings have dropped this week. Yeah, man, it's some surprises. Some people are very upset at their initial ratings. Um, I like to just start this off with I don't have it up here, but the rookie quarterbacks, AR has a 91 speed that'll probably get bumped to like 92, 93. His
Oh
throw
man,
power is 95. His jump is 93. Break tackle is like 80. Acceleration is like 96. Colts gonna be a
man.
team that, hey boy, hey boy, you looking good.
Yeah,
They
nah,
look,
for real, bro. That speed is crazy for a quarterback.
yes, absolutely. Um, no, let's go with. I'm trying to find quarterbacks. Do I not have quarterbacks? That's the one thing I don't got. So we can go with this. Top running backs.
Gonna be
Um,
you
Nick
said top.
Chubb.
Yeah, I'm say Chubb and probably Henry or Taylor.
No, man, they got Nick Chubb, Christian
Mm-hmm.
McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Saquon, Dalvin Cook, Austin Eckler, Jonathan Taylor, Tony Pollard, and Aaron Jones. Tony Pollard being the top 10 is
Crazy, but uh, somebody on the Cowboys wrote it.
probably like that. The fact, yeah, the first five. I like the first five. After that, I mean, even Dalvin Cook, yeah, the top five, top six. After that, I'm not putting Tony Pollard over Aaron Jones. I'm not.
No, not at all. Because again, you know me, how I always equate stuff like this. If we playing a pickup game outside, and me and you are captains, you gonna tell me you gonna take him over him? I don't think so. So that's kind of how I always look at those things when they sit with me or ask me my opinion. Like, who would you pick in a pickup game if you outside if you had number one pick?
Right. Exactly. So who else we got on this joint? Every position has their ranking. Top 10 linebackers.
I didn't even look at that one. I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Matt Milano, 97. Fred Warner at a 96. I
I
was
mean,
like,
he's good. He's good. I've seen him miss a few plays and make a few plays, so I'm okay with that.
yeah, Roquan Smith at 95. Um, Nick Bolton, Forsaid, Alakun, Shaquille Leonard, Dre Greenlaw, TJ Edwards. I was like, there's not a lot of star power at that
Mm-mm.
linebacker position.
No, not at all.
It's not, man. It's just I don't know. I think this is like one of the true every year they kind of update it. I still think Fred Warner's the best linebacker in the game. I don't
Oh yeah. Oh, Fred ain't playing. Yeah, yeah.
like he. I don't see how it's close, but they got Matt Milano, man. So I was like, we want to see what he's talking about. I'm gonna
Give me
say,
Fred.
yeah, man. Give me Fred and Roquan, man. Yeah, give me them two. Defensive line: Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence at number 3.
Hmm.
I was like, really?
I was
But this is
about
more
to say.
D. This is more interior D line.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I
I
got you.
I don't know,
Dexter.
man. Christian Wilkins at 10. DJ Reader,
Ooh.
Peter Vea.
Ooh. What?
Where's your boy?
Ooh.
Where your boy from? Jared. From the Falcons.
Grady? He probably
Yeah.
should be on that next list. Probably. He probably wouldn't be top 10. He always getting disrespected. But now him and Clay Campbell are both on the next list. We got
Yeah,
Clay
man.
Campbell.
I just don't.
Disrespect.
Jonathan Allen, Cameron Hayward. They just gonna keep Cameron Hayward up top, boy. They just gonna keep him.
Hopefully he retired.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Edge rushers. They got Nick Bosa, Miles Garrett, Micah Parsons, T.J. Watt, Von Miller. They got my boy Max. Too low, man. Way too low.
Way too low.
Way too low. At number 6, he should be top. First of all, T.J. Watt should be over. You know what? I don't know. Nick Bosa is clearly the best.
Yeah, he is dog. Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. Interior linemen. You know, how can you really gauge them? It's the same
Yeah,
every
it
year.
don't
Uh, nobody
matter.
cares about that, unfortunately. But these right here, the cornerbacks. Jalen Ramsey's the best cornerback. You're nuts.
He probably is. I can't think of one
Your
better.
boy got cooked. You're not taking Sauce Gardner over him? Jair Alexander?
Uh, yeah, I probably would. Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
got
I'll
Patrick
take them.
Surtain. Patrick Surtain over Sauce Gardner is nuts. That's nuts.
Jalen Ramsey.
Nah, bro. I'm not taking Jalen Ramsey as number one. He's the most entertaining, polarizing corner, but no. He gets toasted every game he gonna give up something. Boy, you look like you are rolling over there.
But this thing, I think keep freezing, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that joint.
The screen is
What the hell,
freezing, bro.
boy? He like,
The screen is freezing, my boy. I keep trying to move to make sure I'm not froze. Let me
that
flip
joint
this
funny.
thing, bro. This joint is freezing, bro.
That joint funny as hell, boy. I'm looking like, man, he hurting over there.
Nah, this thing freezing, bro. I'm on the head in the gap. And I can't see.
Oh shit. Well, let's get Kels out of the way. Nobody cares what Kels talking about. I'm just playing. Just joking, Kels. But yeah, man, Denzel Ward, Tre'Davious White. Where your boy?
Ooh.
Terrell.
Oh, again, he on the top of the net page, number 11. Number 11. But he had a bad year last year, so I don't doubt that. Especially coming down. Falcons has the defense as a whole is bad. But I think we have a much better team this year. But nah, AJ should definitely be top 10 at least. At least top 10. But
Okay. Now,
if I had to take someone off, you can take Steph. Gilmore a little old. Tre'Davious White.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Denzel Ward, really?
Right. It's like I would pick AJ Terrell for Denzel Ward.
Over the last three, I'd probably take him. My opinion. That boy Eric Stokes should be higher than what he is. They got your boy Horn from the Panthers. He should be there too. But he ranked real low. I think he like 82.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Sauce should be number one. I take that. Yeah.
Sauce should be number one. I mean, he won all the awards last year.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
I give Sauce number one.
Yeah.
I actually watched Sauce, bro. Sauce they were trying to shake Sauce, man. And Sauce be. Who was that? Oh man, we know that. How about what Jalen Hurts said? What Jalen Hurts?
Number 5 behind Lamar.
Ooh, behind who?
Lamar.
See, I put him behind Burrow too. Is he behind Burrow? Yep.
Burrow's number 2. Josh Allen.
Okay,
3.
Josh Allen. I would be
Lamar,
kind of
4.
like. Josh Allen is kind of like.
Justin Herbert over Dak. Dak over Aaron Rodgers. Come on, man.
Come somebody.
On, come on, bro.
Jared Jones paid somebody to do that.
Dak over Aaron Rodgers? Are you serious?
You wouldn't take Dak over Aaron Rodgers and nothing. I wouldn't take
nothing. You can ask me to start their franchise at their ages and health today, and I'm picking Aaron Rodgers over Dak. Then you got Kirk Cousins at 8, Kirk Cousins at 9, Tua at 10.
So if you got Kirk Cousins at 9, if you look at Kirk's numbers, I think we give Kirk a lot of grief that he don't deserve. But at the same time, it's like he always make like the inopportune play or the inopportune interception, or if it's a big game and they be losing 48-6 type dump. So Tua can't stay healthy. So I guess by default, yeah, I can understand that ranking. I guess like it's hard to gauge Tua, right? Because it was like he's one hit away from not being able to play again, period. Like, I would be scared to have Tua as my quarterback. I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
I would be completely petrified if he is my quarterback and my season is hanging in the balance because of him. I'd be petrified.
Yo, I love football, right? I understand the things that come with football, but I'm so scared to watch a game where Tua gets hit. I
Yep.
am so nervous to watch because I don't see how he takes a hit and hit his head and he get up and walk off the field. I literally do not see that. Like, that
He
is
tried to walk off the field.
dangerous. I get it. He's young. You have this vision in your head of what you're gonna do
Mm.
in your life. All this, I get it, bro. I get it. But man,
Mm.
I would not be somebody in the corner being like, yeah, man, give it another go. I'd be like, hell no,
Hell
bro.
no.
This time they gotta hang it up, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's like Wes
Yeah.
Walker, man. Like, that's why nobody would pick him up. They're like, bro, if you get hit,
Oh yeah, he
tackle
kept
one more
trying out, and he didn't care. But I guess some people, man, they feel like they're gonna die on their sword. You know what I'm saying? Let go out on their shield. That's how they. But I'm straight now. I'm gonna be at the house chilling.
right, bro.
Ideally.
You all right, man. You all right. So prayers for him this season, for all players, but boy, Tua. If I'm the Dolphins, I'm calling. My backup is A1. Red. I'm calling, being like, hey, is Trey Lance available?
Oh,
Is Brock Purdy available? I need somebody.
San Francisco got a lot going on out there, man. It'll be interesting to see how that picking order goes with quarterbacks. But Brock wasn't supposed to be ready, but now they're talking about he might be ready by the time camp starts. So I don't know.
Yeah, man. And I heard Trey Lance might be going to ATL soon.
I have heard that too, but then they keep saying we so sold on Ritter, man. It'd be tough to read these general managers and coaches. So you just got to kind of wait till it happens. But hey, man, I wouldn't be mad about Trey. We were looking at him at first, and I think San Francisco jumped in front of us and got him. So if they did go ahead and grab, pull the trade off. Imagine you have Trey Lance, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. Should have a pretty decent offense, regardless of who's their quarterback. Anybody can be better than Mariota. It ain't gonna get no worse than that at this point. So, and that was 7 wins. So,
Have you watched the Netflix QB?
no, you told me I was supposed to check it out today. No. You don't say my first off day, so I said I was gonna check it out.
You want to see? I didn't know Mariota quit on y'all.
Yeah, he did. He just stopped coming. Yep.
That's crazy. I'm on that episode. And I'm like, man.
Oh, so they talk about that in there too? Oh, no, he played with Philadelphia right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With Philly.
They follow Kirk Cousins, Patrick Mahomes, and Mariota. So you get to see all levels. You see like the creme de la creme. Then you see like the middle tier guy. And then you see the guy that's the old vet that's still fighting. Yeah. It's a great show to see what they go through. I got mad respect for Kirk Cousins, dog. Like, that's when I watched. I was like, oh yeah, I got respect for.
You got some good gain some respect for Kirk.
Yeah, man. I was like,
what's going on this show?
You get to see more of the person, and what they go through, and then you really get to see like really what it is. Like, he has the story. He's always the underdog. Is trying to win the big one.
That he can't can't damn do. Yes, I agree.
So you got that one. How much work he really put in. I was surprised at how much work. Like, Kirk is an athlete, dog. Like, I was like, what? I was surprised, man. And yeah, man, it's just a good it's a very good documentary about the NFL quarterbacks.
I heard it was good, and I heard they even took snips and pieces of one of the radio personalities here in Atlanta. And he's like, wait a minute, ain't nobody calling me? He was like, wait a minute, is that my voice? He was like, wait, ain't nobody calling me or saying that. He was like, bro, my voice is in this, and no one from Netflix has contacted me or said anything. And like, his voice is deep in there. Carl Dukes. You can hear them Dukes and Bell radio station. Yeah. You watched it. And he's like, bro, no one's called me, no one cut me a check or nothing. So they just took his sound and just pretty much used it within the Netflix special without asking. So
maybe it's owned by somebody else.
Probably the NFL. NFL owns the Odyssey app and all that stuff too. So.
Right. So it'd be like, we went through.
Yeah, went through the
We went
NFL.
through.
Somebody
Go
above
through.
you. Ooh,
Yeah. Sorry,
I'll be
man.
hot.
What? Yeah, man. It's a good joint, man. I'm football season right around the corner, man.
We
It's
are.
the end
So
of
we got
July.
listen. Camp started for the rookies this week, and next week all the rest of the people will report. And then the week after that, you have that first week in August, you got the first game, the Hall of Fame game. Now, I don't know who's playing, but the Hall of Fame game is that first week in August. And then
That's a
after
great
that,
idea.
boy, it's football every weekend until February 7th. So we are 2 weeks away, boy. So if you got a honeydew list for your wife got something she needs you to do. You got 2 weekends, baby. 2 more weekends, and after that, we
Weekends to
locked
get it
in.
in. Get it in.
Locked
I'm
in. But
hyped.
I got a new way I want to do the predictions. I got a new way I want to keep the record of the predictions. So hopefully we got something to pop up. They'll be able to see the visual, like where we stand, or who got right, who got wrong. Yeah, man, I got a way to want to keep track of it, man, so we can every week keep a running number
Yeah.
of who's right and who's wrong.
So next week, man, I think we can start bringing some.
Oh, we should
guests
have
on.
the Florida State coming on next week. The player oh shoot. Oh, I followed it, bro. I got a player, Florida State player, former Florida State player, who says he's gonna come on. TJ Davis. Yeah, TJ Davis, Florida State. He played. Actually, he graduated. Look at that. His brother graduated.
Congratulations, my man.
Yeah, he can't really see.
Oh, so
But
he finally beat Florida, huh?
ooh, maybe. So he graduated last year. But yeah, we're gonna bring TJ on, man. Chop it up with him, man. Talk about the Florida State season coming up. Like you said, this point in the season, man, we probably start bringing on somebody from different fan bases around different teams, whether it be football, college wise, or pros. And let you come on, man. Talk about your team, man. Tell us what you think about your team, what you think they're gonna do. See who can go toe to toe with the guys and stand up in the paint. A lot of people don't
Come in the paint.
come
It's
on here
real.
being all emotional. You know what I'm saying? Come on here being all don't do all that. They come on here and tell us why you think your team gonna be better than ours.
Right.
And that's
And
all
for
we
any
do.
Miami fans that may come on,
They're
do
definitely
not start off with we got 5 championships
that's
and
the first
we
thing. That's
got
the only
Hall of
thing
Famers.
that's the only thing they got.
Please have something else to talk about other
Listen,
than your Hall of Famers and your 5 championships.
hold on. Speaking of Hall of Fame, so we had I did an interview right before we did this one, right before we came on. I had another show this morning I was on, and I asked, you know me, I always ask the famous or infamous question about Mount Rushmore. So I asked the coach, he was a wide receiver in his day. So I said, Coach, give me your top. We already know who the top 3 is. Everybody's top 3 for wide receivers is the same. It's going to be Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, or Jerry Rice in some way, shape, or fashion. However they line it up, totally on them. But that 4th slot, number 4, bro, that'd be the most interesting answer. Because there was literally like a full drag down knockout argument over why Michael Irvin shouldn't be 4, but he put Calvin Johnson over Michael Irvin. Oh my God.
Michael Irvin.
That was
That had to be
Icon and Jacob. So Michael Irvin was day 4. I said maybe Larry. I would go with Larry Fitz or even Julio for my 4 if we're gonna put Calvin Johnson. But Calvin Johnson was his answer. And I don't mind it, but it just like you said, to have people different opinions, man. And that's what I think makes sports so great. And the reason we do this, because I mean, you can really have an opinion if you got some numbers to back it up, then cool. But if not, I mean, your opinion is your opinion, and you never know who's gonna be right or wrong till the game is played. So we're gonna bring
that's a fact,
different
man.
fan bases on, man. We bring in the Miami guys and let them do their thing. I think I got some North Carolina, some Tar Heel fans to say they ready this year coming out of the ACC. Man, we got friends with all kind of different fan bases, so we're gonna bring them on, man. Let you guys chop it up, man. Let you guys come in here and see what we can do, man. See how we can get this thing rolling. But it is football season, man. There's about 2 more weeks.
I can't wait. Bart Scott, can't wait. Can't wait. Shout out this time next week we're gonna be having our cookout. University of Florida, our big recruiting weekend before it goes to the dead period again. So yeah, man, going to knock out a couple more recruits. May take one from Miami, might not. So we gonna see, man. Solidify this top 3 class, baby.
I know FSU is in their feelings because you guys but Bama's about to come jump in that top 3 spot, so you can get ready to get out of there.
Nah, they're not. They'll get top. Hey. They'll get top 10, top 5, but
I don't know.
I don't know because they just missed.
Damn.
They missed on.
They had a few misses, but now they're starting to pick up a little bit of steam, man. They're gonna finish strong at the end.
If they get
you gotta think, bro. Any 3 or 4 star that come in there and be like, they're gonna probably go. Yeah. But I don't know. I think these kids are asking Nick Saban. This is my theory. I'm not sure about this. These kids are asking Nick Saban, how long do you plan on coaching? He probably said, I run to go. I can't guarantee you beyond this year. And I think that's why you're starting to see the trickle-down effect of these kids going other places. I think it's Saban leaving. Or Saban has already told them, like, hey, this is it for me. This is my last ride. This is the best team he's going to have for the foreseeable future in a minute. So I believe this could be his last ride. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, man. If they keep that kid from Buford, that safety.
Yeah, Caleb Downs.
If they can keep him from y'all.
Probably will. I don't see him being one of them type of people change his mind and transfer out. Unless Nick leaves and then he like, damn, okay, I'm going to play for Kirby.
Nah, what's the guy? Not Caleb Downs. It's another safety that he's trying to get. I can't remember. And then
I know KJ Bolden is the new safety that is the safety, the number 1 in the class that's undecided.
KJ Bolden.
Yeah, he's a Buford kid. He plays both ways, bro. He's out there catching passes from who's quarterback?
UGA's quarterback.
Other side.
And because he's picking between y'all, Florida State, Bama.
Yeah, bro, he's going with this quarterback.
Hey man, that's gonna hurt Bama if they don't get him. That's gonna
hurt Florida State too. Florida State has they feel like they have a good chance at him. But I'm telling them, whoever was at Buford and helping Florida State, they're no longer there. It ain't working though. Kirby done went in there and told somebody else something. I'm not sure. But yeah, the recruiting is heating up, man. It's football season. The grass you can smell the grass when you walk outside. Getting ready to smell like it's turning into football.
Yeah, man, I'm ready, man.
And we legally play that? We can't legally play that. No, we can't.
I mean, we probably can. Who knows? What they're going to do? They're going to come.
Well, now we got there are contracts and stuff that's supposed to be coming soon and stuff like that we're going to have to look into. So, it's big things coming for toe-to-toe and 910. So we might not be able to play that. I'm not sure. But there are definitely contracts and things that have to be signed. And the music, I remember you at one point mentioned about the music and how that works. All that stuff is manifest.
Yeah, when I get my contract, I'll see. We shall see.
Need some ducats. You're gonna have to move out there. You're gonna have to move to the dog.
Hey man, look, if I move, it's gonna be this house dropped off in the middle of a metropolitan area. That's what's gonna take for me to move. Cause I like it here in hot old 100-degree Texas.
Shit, it's 100. I got 100 over here. Come on. What you saying?
Oh man, look, I'm staying in the house.
If that's what you want, if heat is what you want, my boy, I got you.
No, I need this space in this house.
Kel said he coming to Georgia soon. I told my folks to give him a pad and don't tax him. I told him he all right. But them boys down there in Warner Robins and him up. I know he like, I know Kel got that little smart car. He think he gonna ride around Warner Robins and do what he want to do. The boys ain't gonna do half that. But I did tell my folks he was coming down there to look somebody that looked like Tay and just leave him alone. Yeah, right.
Don't feed. Stay away.
We out, man. Let's get out of this thing, man. Let's get out and go find me something to eat, man.
So next time, y'all know, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good jazz, man. Comment, everything. We out.
Peace. I got to get a new laptop.